All right. Oh, I'll turn that down a little bit. Sorry. Okay. Oh, hello, Michael. Yeah, so just kind of looking at games that I have that I've never played, trying them out. And here's one of them. It might not be a long stream. I've heard that this isn't really a game. Well, the week's been going all right. Getting settled into the new place. Yeah. Uh, feeding a lot of chickens here. Feeding the chickens. Yeah, it's been a minute. Um, that's about the amount of time I've been spending uh, just getting things set up. And yeah, I feel like this is gonna mess up the stream for a sec, but I think the audio might be a little too quiet. Ooh, let's see. Whoopsie. Okay, let's put that back there. All right, so let's try this out. I don't, I know nothing. I just know the people who've made this game. I do use two monitors, yeah. Okay, give me the controls.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Oh wow.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
Oh, sad.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder.
Oh.
So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Oh wow. Dang, I didn't realize this was gonna be narrated so intensely. Um, it's kind of fascinating. I already don't believe this, but I guess warning. Uh-oh.
Warning. Whisper machine active. Shift to structure
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What am I
This game
doing?
is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what am I going? Yeah, that's wild too. I
You can click to fire the gun.
Security call breached.
okay.
Hostile alien life form is inbound.
Uh-oh. Looks like a Halo.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is.
Dang.
And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what
Halo.
they're not.
Halo ripoff.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin
Oh, we got him.
shield activation.
Okay, we can leave now. Warning, Whisper machine status active. Evacuate
I
immediately.
love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh. I love that the narrator let me know that. Gosh, I don't know if I quite believe. I feel like I'm being set up. Like this isn't actually someone made these games. Oh yeah, I did run out of bullets. This does feel like Halo. Yeah, I thought so too, but it's just me. Just me mentioned that. Wow.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Oh dang it.
Sure, I don't know.
Oh,
There's
it's
really no
amazing.
reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Okay, thanks. I wonder if there's any reason to go back and look
Or
to it.
if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're letting me do that. I kind of don't wanna, but whatever. This is really interesting. Yeah, I kind of have that feeling too.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay. Is this the Whisper
Hey,
machine?
you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Oh.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Oh, that's right. I could have solved the labyrinth by just going right forever. Thanks for the reminder. I'm getting bad vibes about if there's a
This
repeating
is not a branching point, unfortunately. The
Yeah.
only option is to step into the beam.
Yeah, okay.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, there's the labyrinth. Oh, wasn't that complicated?
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place,
Oh, it's
juxtaposed
pretty.
against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
I'm really digging this so far. The past was behind her. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, gosh, this is
So try
definitely
walking backwards.
okay.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh crap. I didn't realize. I wasn't even trying to move. Okay. Dang, this game is so up my alley. I'm just so into meta. This developer did a game prior to this called the Stanley Parable, which is basically just a meta game. If you haven't played it, Michael, it's there's like a like a lot of games have what do they call them, like Steam achievements, which is just sort of like you win an award for doing something. One of the achievements was don't play the game for 6 years or something like that. So you just had to wait 6 years of not playing the game. Just kind of like a funny take on yeah, funny take on achievements, what they actually mean, what they are. Oh, interesting light sources. There's like, it's kind of like a floor. I can kind of see the floors. Okay. It's really odd that I can only move backwards. But
So
the
it's a
future
short
could
and
not be
relatively
seen.
minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but
Interesting.
actually it seems to
Why
be
does the
more
future
focused,
keep
more
changing?
complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Okay, maybe that was it. The future could not be seen. Okay, is that it? Why does the future keep changing? Oh crap, I did not notice that before. Oh, okay, yeah, it's changing. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. God, this is kind of freaky. Okay. Just walk backwards. To this door. How will she find the strength? Oop. Ah, dang it, I missed this. What does it say? But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it? Ooh.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Oh, right.
Okay, next one.
What is the name of that tribe? That's interesting. Okay. Dang. You are now entering. I hope this doesn't give me a jump scare. Oh.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Alright. Nonsense.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh. This is a
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games.
I feel like
He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
this feels like a compilation of all the games that Jim has played recently. This looks like Mirror's Edge. Oh man. Amara tribe, okay. Got it. I guess I didn't ask, Michael, how's your week been? Uh-oh, slowing down. Getting harder.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Oh no.
So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Hawaiian forum. Oh, I wonder what's going on. in Hawaii? Very curious now. I don't know if it makes sense to be. Oh, I kind of wanna just crawl to the door and see if I can, instead of cheating. I don't know if I know any Hawaiian English. Okay, well, in the sake of time, I think I will. I think I will jump ahead. Oh, there you go. Okay. I don't know any of that. You are a gate. The game is nothing but giant blocks to explain what's happening. Series of life. Whoa, what's going on?
A room that's warm and nice
Stand on
and
X.
filled with little ideas for games.
Staring at a bear for 3 hours. You construct a wall. The wall is destroyed. You are given a medal. Sharks are trying to get you simultaneously.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that.
Got it.
It can be a very slow climb to get there.
A key in one game unlocks a door in a completely separate game. Huh. Oh, okay. Ready, set, fish. This all feels like Stanley Parable, so that's why I don't believe that it's just some other person. But we'll see. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, where are we going?
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Like a switch? I think I solved it. Or maybe I didn't. Whoa, it's very foggy in there. Uh-oh, no! Oh!
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
Okay, this is the second or third time I've seen these dots. Wonder what oh, hey! Happy Al, how's it going? Yes. Yeah, I'm playing the beginner's guide, which is trying to make me believe that these are not games made by the person who made the Stanley Parable, but a friend of theirs. So, yeah, it's fairly intriguing so far. It's way up my alley. It's like I'm way into meta games, right? But there's a narrator,
you walk down the corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Let's see why would. Whoa! What the heck? Oh my gosh.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Wow.
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Yeah, I really want to believe it. So yeah, so we're just looking at all these games that this guy named Coda made, supposedly, and they're like kind of half-finished, not non-games. But one looked like Halo, and another one looked like Mirror's Edge. So it's just kind of funny and creepy. And then there's this weird level. I don't know if I'm playing it again or if it's the same level. Yeah, it was made by the Stanley Parable folks. If you ever played that one, you're now exiting.
Aha.
Oh.
So this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
The Great and Lovely Descent. Okay. White Void. Oh yeah. Stanley Parable isn't really a walking simulator. It's more of just it's a meta game. It's basically just a game that is just talking about games. This is very much in that same vein. Yeah, I love it. I was telling Michael there's a Steam achievement for the Stanley Parable that is don't play the game for 6 years, which is totally just kind of making fun of the concept of Steam achievements. So
let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Can I get in the bathroom? Oh,
to make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
okay.
Like all
Can I go
engines,
this bathroom?
Source has certain things that it does well, and it has
This is
certain
nothing.
things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just
Whoa.
because he's working with what the engine does well.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I'm fine.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Oh, okay, I'm fine. Fine, everyone. Not gonna die in this one. Haha. Yeah, valve source. Pretty sure the Parable one. That's why I'm like really don't trust this guy, because the Stanley Parable was also made with Source, I think. What was that? Whoa, okay. Okay. What is this jail corridor thing? Oh, okay. Oh, I can't get out now. Oh, okay, gotta go this way now. Oh, okay. This feels like, oh, no, I don't know. Do I go in the, what, should I go in there? This game was made for vegans. Oh, I can't go left. Okay, yeah, I have to go in the cell. Oh,
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour
I am
before letting you
jailed.
go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a constant thing they keep saying, that something like happens in the game that's just too hard and you shouldn't have to do it, and then it's like it's weird. Oh, okay.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
See, now, if we're gonna get access to that zip file, maybe I would believe him. I don't know. There's no. Is this glass? Okay, it's glass. I just don't. I feel like there's gonna be some bigger message. A gag is me, of course. What on earth? Okay, so this is something that we keep seeing. These 3 dots. I feel like it's gonna be totally meaningless. It's not gonna have any meaning, but we'll see.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Okay.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I don't even get to have my own opinions about the game. Oh yeah. Yeah, teaching kids how to play video games. That sounds really cool. That sounds like a non-game game. Oh, look at this. Who are these folks? Hey there, did you come up from above? What
Here,
was up
Coda
there?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities.
Yes, there was a
Use
world
the
stamped.
1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
There was an enormous prison. I spent hours on. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Which one should I go with? I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the floating blocks. That's the world above. You've been there. This is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. Preview. I'm gonna go with 3 for this one. What? But you don't understand. We are trapped here. The puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. Think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. Alright. I will tell you how to solve it. Wonderful. Well. Uh-oh. What is it? What's the answer? Please speak to me. Tell me how to escape. Tell me how to be free of this prison. I must know. It's the most important thing. There must be an ending. Oh, what's this? This is a furnace? That wasn't there before. Okay, well, see ya, folks. I think. Oh, okay, there's some more folks in here. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Woofy. This is getting weird. I'm going with 1. Yes, you want to know how to? No. Michael, you're guessing my guesses. No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Yes, I do remember that. It was kind of weird. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I don't know if you're a mind reader or what, but you're guessing
And
all
so
the
we
things
make
unanswered.
one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay. Hey Ryan. Yeah, Knights and Bikes. It's actually multiplayer. The whole game is designed to be played with 2 players, so I decided to skip out on peeking at it. You can play it single player, but I was just like, no, it doesn't look like it was meant to be played. Okay, lamp.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more
We
fully
could co-op it. As long as Ryan stays sober and doesn't ask to hug anyone. Yeah, that would be fun. Double Fine. Yeah, it looks really beautiful. Just from the few minutes. As you walk around, you can leave notes. Oh, okay. Whoops. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. Oh, a note. Nice room. Not. Yeah, the art style for Knights and Bikes was really getting me pumped. Ooh, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Nice. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to leave
so first
messages.
Off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected
Maybe
to
this
the
game.
internet. All of the notes
No
that you're
point.
going to see have been written by Coda.
Oh.
This was actually the first game of his that
That's
I ever
wondering.
played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
That was
In
a lot of
retrospect, I
messages.
think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Wait, so Ryan, have you never played Psychonauts? Hello. Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Place me.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this
I want to
person
tell you a
who's filled
secret.
with
Once upon a time I
thoughts
did.
and feelings and
I'm king of the
beliefs
world.
and has no way to express them
Define fun.
except as scattered and unheard voices in a game
Balls.
that wasn't meant to be played.
How is there wood and grass and concrete here?
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the
Right,
messy
right.
in-person
Yeah.
socializing.
Sequel is coming.
I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
How far deep does this go? Good gosh. Oh, I can't go down there. I have to actually... I I just saw a flying penguin, let me tell you. It was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will be that beautiful again. I'm crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Yeah, one of just like the lingering thoughts in the back of my head about this game is it's leading up to some message about suicide. I don't know, that's like my leading hypothesis. I hope that's not where it goes, but yeah. I can assure you, guarantee that the acorns were here in this place and the sailors are looking for it. Yeah, yeah. It's just kind of like really bizarre. I'm probably gonna skip past some of these messages. I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Haha. Okay. A free t-shirt. Is this door open? Need other side door. Why you so make game includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Yep, I can't open it. Door how open? I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. New room! It's not very crowded here. Don't bother. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. We'll see. What is that about? Whoa, what's this? Take my hand, let's jump together. Whee! I can't jump. It's an invisible wall. I think this is not going anywhere. Ah, well, it's your lucky day. That's my next goal, is speedrunning this. I think I am done. Oh, look at all those dots. Pretty. Painting, what does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help, I'm trying to speak. Yeah, it's nice. There must be a reason for it though. I beat the game! Wait, how did they beat the game? They're stuck here. I wish
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause.
I'm heading back to the start later, guys.
A few seconds to reflect
guys, it's not so bad in here.
And let go of the events that led you
No
here.
solution.
To step back and
There's
connect
no second
the pieces
switch.
together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I feel like there's sort of like making fun of game journalists going on in this narration too. that would be pretty funny. It's just kind of like the narrator's just like, uh-oh, overly critiquing, just like, look how good it is, or just like, look how deep it is. How do you leave notes? I still don't know. Ah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll have to try that next time, Michael. Porn
Okay,
stars
this one
die
is
too.
tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Porn stars die too. Yeah, I'm gonna try that next time I see that. Let's see if there's a hallway. Oh, what's going on? Okay, that door opened, I think. Okay. Oh, whoa. Just like, why would they put all this attention to detail in all these corridors and stuff like that? I just don't understand. It's just like weirdly generic, and just, I don't know. It doesn't evoke any, like, it's just so modern. It doesn't evoke any emotion really. Oh wow, I'm in
See,
a
like,
whale.
this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just
and
walk
I'm
to the
stuck.
end of a hallway. Except,
Oh,
for some
nope.
reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets,
I wonder if
turn
this-
it into something else.
I wonder if this game's
Okay,
also trying
cool.
to be
Here's version
unstreamable by this narration, kind of. Okay. What? Oh, all the furniture is missing. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Ooh, I'm gonna put a refrigerator there. Yeah, that's not a refrigerator. Okay, now what about along the wall? 10 stoves lined up along the wall, please. It's not. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah! I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electrical 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. Well, let's go with 2. See if we get that. Oh, no. And a table. You need a table. That's not what I got. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Michael, what do you say? I already have a table. It's right here. I'm standing on it. 3? Alright, tables were invented in 1935. Huh? Oh, okay.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's a maze of dumb furniture.
So,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Can I walk backwards? No. Okay, here we are. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instruction carefully. Take care that you remember each step. That would be a comically great game show to get bankrupt. There's the 3 dots again. Oh, good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Ugh, this is now just feeling like Animal Crossing, which kind of makes me sick to my stomach a little bit. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Okay. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Oh boy. It is funny how this environment, you know, is just as it does kind of feel like a prison. finally touch the shelves. Are those the shelves? Okay, that's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Back. Return. Interesting. Yes.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Okay.
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created.
Oh, hey!
And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
We are playing the Beginner's Guide, which is a non-game game that I guess we're playing these games by this person named Coda that are short little games. There's a narrator that explains everything, so I don't really even have to talk that much. Okay. I feel like my favorite one so far has been, what was it? I think one of the first ones is just like a really hap-dash like Counter-Strike map. Oh, I'm stuck. What happened? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Oh, okay. You're me? Oh, thank you. So you were trapped in this prison too?
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice.
Oh, sorry, I
from
picked
someone
3.
he knows.
That's where I am right now.
But the irony is
I'm
that
so glad
even
to
in
know
this
that I get
scenario,
out eventually.
You're still talking to yourself. You know, all
What's
of
it like
these
to
games
escape?
so far are Coda talking to himself.
Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in a prison. It's like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Yeah, that one sounds good. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh, there's a 3 this time. I'm gonna say I'm the same person. Oh, yeah, you guessed correctly. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing, I promise. Well, you get something else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. Yeah, you're doing good. Michael is playing Psychic to see which ones I guess. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Yes. 1. No, I think I'm the first person to call you back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. Where do I have to? What do I have to do to get out? All you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Let's do 2. That sounds like the most logical one. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah?
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Uh-oh. Where am I? Okay. I just really...
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Yeah, I do not believe that this was made by a person named Coda. I'm kind of like, I'm in the 95% camp now for that. Uh-oh, no! Okay, I'm in here. Oh, these block people. Okay. Hi. Oh, well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
Don't worry about
From
me.
here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Go with one. Don't worry about me. A place this nice will be glad to say. Well, you know, you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you can do it all night. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Okay, let's see. Oh, easy. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Clean guy. Can I do anything else? Oh, look at that. I cleaned up. Okay, let's do the things that I do every day. Hooray! Ah, wonderful. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? Okay, woohoo! All the little details matter. How'd you end up doing this job? Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Oh, sorry, Michael. Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel kind of calm. That rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that, and a tidy couch. Will you straighten the pillows off on the sofa out there? Ah, looking so much nice. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Oh my. This is this game really is kind of every game I've ever played. It's just one of the games I was thinking about streaming is House Flippers, which is such a dumb, boring game, but it's just like so turn your brain off. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Lay on the cheese. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Wait, I thought you were the house cleaner. Can I get... I can't leave this house. Ooh, can I leave this house? No, I'm stuck in here. Okay, I'll wash the dishes from this side. The tub. Okay. Let's get that tub. Oh, I didn't try that. So would you put them back on the shelf? There's still books scattered on the floor in the bedroom. can I jump out the... No, I can't get out. Okay. I guess I gotta put these books away. Oh, wow. Much more organized.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end? Oh my gosh! Why don't you view the task and leave the future chores to future you? Percent you want to smooth out the rug in the bedroom.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
This is so real life. I was going to say that it occurs to me that one house is a lot like one soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Oh man, it is real. Yeah, I really feel like this game has spoken to me many a time tonight. One of the things being I haven't fully moved in, so I do feel very scattered. There's a bit of truth in it, no? Anyway, so, housekeeping. Books, would you please clean up the books? God. Alright, I'll do it again. I wonder if there's a way to catch the thing that needs to be cleaned up. Like, if I could see it reset.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Question. Do you enjoy this?
Of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving.
You can walk through the walls now.
Stay alive.
Can I go in here? No, this door does not open. Whoa, weird. Okay. And then the lamp. Yes, here we are.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Is there, there wasn't any corridor this time.
This one
Items
gets
you
a
love
bit
at member only prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is well developed as a person that makes you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how to do, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
being
the
perfect is
perspective shifts.
effortless. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool, Deloria. What was the name of that game that you were playing? It was like
And
the
you play
whole
as
world?
the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, cool. What is this? Holy crap. This is the key, how to achieve it with no effort. On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. Dang. Magic circle. Okay. Interesting. Have you played many non-game games before? I feel like you would be into some non-games. Let me tell you right now, it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Interesting. So, there's yellow text and this dark text. I don't know. Okay, I'll go with 3 this time. Torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life. You're not doing it right. It's weird, it's like I wonder if the yellow text is supposed to be like the correct answer or something. Oh, and there's the lamp. Can I get back into that? No, I can't actually go back there. I love the screaming. Wow. Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Haha, just kidding. What? What if I'm not a good teacher? Oh. Nothing. It's coming to you. It's going to destroy you. Yeah, Portal's really good.
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Whoa. Okay.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Oh, Michael, I have played that Flash game. Alright. This painting is in every game. Or, no, it's just in a lot of the games. But there's these 3 dots that I haven't seen in a minute. I wonder if they're going to show up too. I can't jump on this. Okay, looks like the stage from the art. From the box art? Yeah. Oh, whew, it got me. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what do I do? We are the gathering of professionals. First you'll start out leaning against this wall. Okay. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her. To gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. That's fine. This game is. I thought it'd be really short and I could get it done in one session, but I've been doing this for an hour. I'm probably gonna do it for another half an hour, maybe tops. Yeah. Hello. Hello. That's it. That's not a conversation. Ah, why? You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I'm super scared right now. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. I like that one a lot. I'm gonna go with that one. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of setting. There was a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Oh, that's fun. Uh, you must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? What do you think? What do you think, chat? Which one on this one? 2? Okay. Leaned into the pain. Alright. I bet you've learned. You're messing it up all again. Focused. You'll freak her out. The conversation gets that personally that quickly. Do you realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Man, she's got all the boxes. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh wow. There's that lamp again. This is a big, big room. How far back do they want me to go? Oh, uh-oh, caged again. Oh jeez. Okay, yes, now
The
this is
game
right.
ends
This
with
is what
this
it is
eerie
like.
premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game.
Yeah.
You know, it looked to me
Clearly.
like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do?
Oof.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Well, goodbye, chat. Okay, my eyes are still closed, and I don't know if I can play the game. Okay. Oh, there's. Okay, I'm opening my. Oh my gosh, there's a giant door coming at us. Okay. Wait, 2? I can't see anything.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already.
Yeah.
It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Let's solve this. Can I open the door? Is there a switch somewhere? Crud. Maybe I can get out. Okay. Ooh, no. Let's try this again. Yeah, this is kind of like a Star Trek episode. I bet you there's like a big switch coming somewhere. Come on. I'm bursting with creative energy. No, that isn't truthful. Okay, what about truth? Okay, I have to speak truth to this door. Run at it. See if I can get. I don't think I can move forward. Okay, I'm bursting with her. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. I'm gonna guess 2, obviously. Yes, that's it. The truth. Don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So
keep going.
Where's
keep
that
talking.
coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I'm alone. We're going to be okay. Yeah,
His
really.
games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Yikes.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Okay. What is this? Oh boy. Where did the island come from? How do I get out of here? Whoa. The audio tripped me up. Where did the island come from? Alright, where is that lamp? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. Where is this person? What's wrong? You look lost. Where is this person? I don't see anyone. Are they in the tree? No. When I try to create, I feel empty. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going, and it stopped. Whoa. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. Okay, here we go. I like this.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes, players.
Deal. Doesn't matter what
Here's
I
a
say, does
friend
it?
whose
Where
work
did I
is
end up?
exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time, and
Can I go
just
back?
what I knew of him,
Oh yeah, it does go back.
this
Okay.
was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not
Alright.
really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
First you have to open the door. Okay. Oh wow, this is a different. Okay, it's a dark room. So I'm testing out if this is a hallway, but it's not. Now you have to close the door. Alright, what's next? Now just press the switch here. Alright.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't
Never
work
solved it
that
before
way.
this. Huh,
You
that was so
can't
simple.
be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then
Yep.
there's no
Yep.
circulation.
Correct.
If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Woof, man, this game is really speaking to me. Because that's like clearly what the comic I used to make was, Losing Lives. It was just, oh, what is this? You have to take me to this deal. There's all the answers, and it stopped. When I tried to create, I feel empty. Where did this island come from? Yeah, meta, dangerous. Can be dangerous. These are just words on some walls. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay. All of this feels like such a lie. Alright, making games is effortless. Ooh, I can't go back out. That feels wonderful, but it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. keep saying that creation is easy. When I... Oh, look at that. Close the first door. No, don't remember having to go through any puzzles. These are just
Seeing this
words.
game at the time that he made it, it looked
You have to open the door.
really unhealthy to me. I was watching him
press
do
the
this
switch
to
here.
himself, and I
Is this
hated
the switch?
it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like
Just never stop creating and
video
you'll never
games
feel bad.
are not worth this amount of suffering.
Alright, making games
This is
is
someone I really
effortless.
cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Guessing it won a second time. Oops. Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? It's been a long time since I've been... Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Ooh, okay. Please someone talk to me. Ouch.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time.
There's no shame,
I
no
don't
fear,
know how
no
else to
guilt.
explain it.
I will be saved by my work.
I wanted it to stop more than anything.
Oh boy.
I never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Jim, if you're watching, don't watch anymore.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. Oh, okay. Here we are. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be brutal. Very good. Just warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine, it calls itself Coda. That would be funny. Whoa, look at all the press. It's doing a good job of making it seem like an actual scenario where a lot of people are talking at once. I can barely read it. Will the machine ever explain itself? What are your next actions? Will we get to see the machine? Okay. Oh, hello machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Oh, it's making some weird noises. Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what the pain you've put them through? You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. No, nothing. I've seen the thing you fear. Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. Can I jump on it? No. Can I climb it? No. Is there anything else going on in this room? Alright then, I will speak to them for you. What does that mean? Oh, there's noise. Ooh, what? Oh, okay. Well, goodbye, machine. Da, 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 da. Oh. My followers? My friends? I'm gonna say followers. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Okay. Let's go in there and... Oh, uh-oh. this stage again. Brr, brr. Okay. Oh damn, here it comes. Where's that machine? Whoa. Alright. Oh, there it is. Is that the machine? Oh, I can't walk back there. Huh.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Whoa.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And we are destroying the game. Whoa!
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the
Oh, is that
prison
the door?
escape game.
Yes, that's the door.
I
Of
brought
course
them to
it's the door.
people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Where's this going? It's the lamp. Put down your weapon. That seems like the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. They told me how much they enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Why? What? You're
So
Coda.
anyway,
You're actually Coda?
Coda finishes this game,
I don't
and
know.
then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Okay. What do you think the tower's about? Oh, okay. What?
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah. It's very much designed to make you feel kind of freaked out.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Wow.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls,
Oh
there's
my
this
God.
awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Yeah, that is clear.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Should I try and get through the maze? God, the audio is also just abysmal. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Wall 128 by 128. That's helpful. You know how big it is. Oh man. Those alarms too.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Oh, what is going on here? Oh, switch.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here.
Yeah. I
I'll
don't
put the
either.
code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okie doke. One, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. Okay. And then let's press this button. I don't know what that did. What did that do? Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Oh. People yelling?
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door,
Well, of
meaning that
course.
it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
Yeah.
But I can open this
Or
door
play
for
the
you,
game.
so let me do that.
Yeah, it's really fascinating, like just the game, the level design being, just the raw level design being used to talk about psychological, I don't know, like constructs and the state of someone's being, coming across in the game itself. It's like fascinating.
Was I a failure for not
I don't know.
understanding this game?
But
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him.
yeah,
I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
yeah.
And
What
he
are the
wouldn't.
3 dots? I mean, if there wasn't a narrator, I feel like the game would have a a much
I just
different
felt so strongly
feeling
that
to
if
it
I could
too.
have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Yeah.
Where did I screw up?
But like, I guess it could be, I don't know, like the premise of just, oh, here's some random files that were found, and like, oh, you have to figure out the mystery of it or something. I don't know. Like but there is no mystery or something to that effect. It's just, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard, there's like these really old websites on the internet that are just kind of like puzzles that you're trying to solve. One is called, I think it might still be around, I have no idea if it's still around, but it was called Notpron, Notpron, and it's just basically this very elaborate puzzle where you're just trying to get to the next web page. Yeah, they're interesting, but it has that kind of vibe going on too, but like with the narrator it just gives it this very different. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Oh. Okay. Well.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
It's because, how did he poison it? I'm not quite sure I understand.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
You're so infected. My
And
personal space that
the
it's
people
possible
who
to
played them,
implant solutions.
they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself.
There's an answer.
Finally. For a moment, while
Stop
I had that, I liked myself.
Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Whoa, deep. Yeah, I wonder, I'll have to look that up, see if that's still around. But that was the one I was really into. It goes pretty deep, and yeah, you definitely have to do lots of wacky little things like, just change a JPEG into a sound file, like just change the extension, and yeah, like all the pages you have to discover via just typing in the URL. Oh, cool. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them. Wait. Oh. Wait a minute. So is the narrator just messing with this? Would you say?
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself.
I am around you. I feel
and as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
Struggles to come up
What
with
is
new
that?
ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Ooh, interesting. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks. And that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. Whoa. Oh, here we are again. Oh, there's no solution.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be
Oh,
something
the
wrong
room's
with
close
me.
again.
Can I apologize? What if I tell you
was
I was
like,
wrong?
what's
Will that
going
work?
on?
Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't
Like,
think it will, but
yeah.
there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Is that it? Oh. What was that? Epilogue. Okay. Ooh, hey, clock tower thing. And a big room area. Yeah, man, I'm a little confused though. I can't tell if the narrator is Coda or if the narrator, yeah, is the narrator's the one that's not. Well, I don't know what's going on.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Can't open these doors. Okay, there's a train over here. Oh. Looks like I have to enter on this side. But I can't actually tell. I don't think the door is open. Oh, here we go. Ooh, pretty. It's a lot of fun environments to walk through.
Solution.
Whoa, what? Okay. That is wild. Oh, I can't go back in. Oh. Yeah, it did kind of feel like Los Angeles.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
So, but who made this game? That's the real question. Like,
even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
this is a maze? Yes, I think. Wow, what? Okay. Okay. Whoa. Nothing on that painting. Just gonna go on in here. Dark room. Oh. Whoa. What is this some kind of freaky cave? Huh.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
That's a great question.
It's strange, but The thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable.
Yes,
Like,
8
I
caves.
actually cannot
Really
conceive
cool.
of what that would be like.
Have you been there, Michael? Go through this whole. Oh. Yeah.
What now?
When did I go there? It was I think a year or two ago. I was really into that cave.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna...
It's a good cave.
Okay.
8 caves. Very cool. Very slimy. Okay. This is feeling pretty abstract. Wonder. Whoa. This is kind of cool. I wonder. It's kind of nice getting to play the game without having the narrator now. It's feeling really mist-like or something. Yeah, I think there is something to be said about reading in between the lines. Maybe we're just not smart enough. Whoa. Oh. It's like some kind of elevator. Interesting. Oh, okay. Man, just all of this architecture forever. Yeah, back to the train station vibes, LA. This is kind of the architecture that's in Stanley Parable too, I think, if I remember. There's no run key either. Oh, sorry. I pressed the sticky keys. Ha! Oh, I know. We've seen this before. This is the thing you're supposed to walk into. Oh man, you've been to the Museum of Jurassic Technology? Everyone's been there. I so desperately wanted to go there the last time I was in LA, but it was closed. Yeah, Getty, definitely been there. Yeah, mostly saw friends. Is this the end? Do I get to float up now? Yay, cool. Oh, and oh, wow, there's a big maze. Holy cats. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like to misread someone who just wants to make mazes as being having a problem. It's like, no, they're probably okay. They just like mazes. But dang, this maze, whoa. Yeah, just have to go right for a little while. I'll solve it eventually. Holy cow. That's a big maze. I wonder if it has a solution. That would be wild.
Turn back from this cave.
Sure are.
You said let
This
me
project would not have been possible without the following
prove I'm
individuals. Oh,
brave. Let me keep going.
well, look at that.
But the cave goes for miles and miles.
That was an interesting little jaunt.
And you're so tired, but I know that you're strong. So turn back.
Yeah, it didn't feel like I had a lot to say about this one, but it was pretty interesting. I mean, for just walking around, it does say a lot. Well, that was that. The Beginner's Guide. Well, I think I will have to end it there. Um, yeah, be curious to know more about the backstory of this. Um, but yeah, I thank you so much, everyone who snuck in for a sec, said hi. And thank you, Michael, for sticking around. And yeah, see you all later. And stream.